And today we're working on the rest of our Card on Blue Card Club cards for the month of November 2023. You are going to learn how to create this card on the left using Parakeet Party, Delightful Floral Designer Series paper, and the So Sincere stamp set. And on the right, we have the Blackberry Bliss, and again, Delightful Floral. And we have this color. I believe I'm using Rich Razzle. Nope, not Rich Razzleberry. I'm thinking Berry Burst or Blackberry Bliss for the sentiment. We'll try it. We'll try them out. We'll see how they look, and maybe you even get to vote. So here's my cards. They're already created, just like they are in your card club kit. So you don't have to do any of that. Saves us time. I don't know if you guys know, but we are having a seasonal sale. Let me lay this right here so you can see this. It only goes on for one more day. It's over November 16th. So I really hope you're taking advantage of this, especially 20% off papers, including specialty papers, including envelopes, some packaging items. Lots of great stuff in that sale. I'm just putting a little paper underneath me. I went on yesterday, so if you want to see it, it's only about an 11-minute video where I went over everything in the sale, gave you some examples as well. I've been full on with the craft fair preparation, and so I don't have a lot of stamping blocks left, but we'll see how far we get. So I'm going to take Parakeet Party. We're going to open that up. We're going to put some ink on the parakeet, on the stamping block, and tap, tap, tap. And what I'm going to do is the small one first. We're going to do both cards, but I'm doing the inking up. Right? So I'm inking up the edges. So I'm working, I'm doing this card over here, the sympathy card. I'm just taking the Parakeet Party, a coordinating color, and I'm inking up the edges of the sentiment. I don't know, a little bit of black stuff got on there. Maybe it's ink, maybe it's glue, who knows. Sometimes some glue gets on there from when you're die cutting and using adhesive sheets and things. All right. Good, good, good. We have that one inked up. So you always ink up before you do your sentiment. Just makes it easier. Now we're going to go ahead and use the larger dies. That was the mini blending brush, by the way. We have we have a mini and a regular blending brush. So I'm going to put these here. We don't need the Parakeet Party anymore. We don't need the small blending brush anymore. We're going to use this bigger blending brush. And I believe I used Bubble Bath. But let me double check that Bubble Bath I'm pretty sure Bubble Bath. Yes. That it's a coordinating color, making sure. Because I make the cards way in advance, the month before. And so I have to double check which colors I used. Now, I do take notes and everything in my book, but my book is not here with me. It's in my house, and I thought, okay, I'm not going to go get it. I'm just going to try to remember. Okay, so that's nice. A little bit of Bubble Bath on there. Tap, tap, tap. Put some on. I think I need a little bit more ink on there. So when you see me tapping onto the paper, it's only to get your first blob of ink off so it doesn't get real dark on the corners. All right, I think I could just use this paper to stamp onto because it's nice and flat. Close the Bubble Bath. I'm just going to go and do both of these stamps. We're going to do Pretty Peacock. Knowing You Brings Joy to My Heart. We get it out of we get it out of this. It's a really nice stamp set because it has the rubber, the red rubber, so it's really nice. All right, so we're going to put that and mount that onto the stamping block. And then You're in My Hearts and Prayers. Let's take that one out. So we're going to use that one next for our sympathy card. So Knowing You Brings Joy to My Heart. Let's do that one in Pretty Peacock. And we're going to be making stamps in the vertical orientation. Let's move that one out of the way. So stamp onto your mat first. Stamp onto your paper, hold it for a few seconds. Try not to wobble it too much. And it came out really nice. Put that off to the side. We don't need to tap onto the paper each time. Why am I making extra? Because I always make a lot of the same card at the same time. So now we're done with the pretty peacock. Now, I don't remember. I think I didn't use... I think Rich Razzleberry's retired. So I'm thinking I used the Berry Burst. That's what I think I used for the sympathy card. So we're going to go ahead and try it. Okay. And see if that's... Yes, that's what I used. I used the Berry Burst. So I'm tapping onto the paper. And then onto the sentiment. All right, so let's see how it looks with the Blackberry Bliss. And see what we like better. I know some of you are freaking out that I didn't clean my stamp. Did you see how I cleaned my stamp? I just tapped it onto the paper to clean it. I mean, I'm gonna clean it better later. Wash it off and all that good stuff. All right, so putting those over there, way over there, so the ink doesn't get on those, and I will be showing you the other cards we made. So that's all the stamping we need to do. We don't need to do the die cutting. You know about the seasonal sale. Let's put that. So now we need to do we need to cut the designer series paper. I just got out another little package. So in your kits, you have these specialty papers as well. And we're going to look through these. So we need, and I'll show you what they look like. So this one, no. Beautiful though. We're going to use the other side of this one. So we need the little lemon lime side of that one. Okay. We need the piece of this for the other card. Putting that off to the side. We need this for this card right here. See that? We need the piece of Pretty Peacock for another layer. And we need this one for the sympathy card. So this is what you're going to need for the two cards. You need this one and this one. And then for this card, you need these three. So first, let's make the outside layer. We might even need, let's see, depending on what size you make it, I think, no, that might be 2 inches. That's good. Good, good, good. All right, so we're going to go 4 inches over. Yeah, so we can get both out of one sheet. That's good. 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. And now let's take, at the same time, we have this pretty piece of, can someone name this? You guys with your kits, it's like shimmer paper. Please name this paper inside the comments. Because I forgot the name of the paper and I have no more Card on Blue Card Club kits. I accidentally sent one to somebody that got a different kit and I didn't even keep, so I don't even have a kit for myself. So if anyone's missing their kit, it's probably because I sent it to someone else. Sorry. Just kidding. All right, so we need 1 inch of that, and it's going to go across. It's going to be the 4 inches over there. We'll write this down for you in a moment. All right, now this piece we need this piece. It was 2 by 3 1/4. Okay, let's keep double checking on my sample. Oops. Wait a minute. It's 2 by 3 1/2, not 2 by 3 1/4. Yikes. That's okay. Good thing I have another pack of paper. And don't cut it yet. 3 1/2. Okay, so before we get too far, I can only hold so many numbers in my head at the same time. 2 by 3 1/2. Okay, now the next one up is going to be just a 1/4 inch bigger. 3 3/4, 2 1/4. All right, so 2 1/4. This one, I'm going to do this one that's lemon lime. Let's double check. Okay. 3 3/4. All right, we will adhere those together. I have to get more of my, I had to get a refill out so we can refill that. All right, so this one is, it's not lemon lime twist. I'm sorry, guys, it's parakeet party. I keep calling it lemon lime twist, but that's not one of the colors. It does look a lot like that. And then this one is the pretty peacock. So it's still DSP. I mean, you could use cardstock. So I'm just going to say DSP. And then we also have this DS, so we're going to cut this DSP. Wait, we did this one. And then this one was 5 1/4 by 4. And that was also pretty peacock. And then we went 1/2 inch smaller in there. So we're doing 3 1/2. 3 1/2. By 4 3/4. Oops. This one was 3 1/2. 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. Okay, so this one is the flower. And that one we know is the pretty peacock. So the card itself, as I'm adhering all this, you can write down your measurements or take a picture. The card itself is going to be a tall card. So we'll just draw it this way because that's the way the rim is on my card. So it's 11 inches long. Score at 5 1/2. This is really for newbies. The rest of you guys already know how to make this kind of card. I make it all the time. So there we go. So it's 4 1/4 wide, and this is the parakeet party. Okay, so right before this video, I saw that I was out of the Seal Plus, and I have a refill now. So I'm going to refill that. And all you do to refill it is open it up like so. And you lift this out. And then you turn this around so that you can see the word Stampin' Seal. And just plop that right in there, like so. And you shut it. And that's how easy peasy it is to put together. So then you just roll it on there. It's rolling adhesive. Super easy. Flowers. I love the texture on all these papers. I don't know if that goes, yeah, I guess there's not really a right side up and a upside down because they kind of go all different ways, but there's sort of seems to be one dominant pattern. Now for this one, this was 4 inches across by 1 inch. And did we name that paper yet? The Shimmer, Glimmer, or something or other? Hopefully somebody names this paper. But this is going to be across. Those of you with my card on blue kit, I wrote it right on there for you. I wrote the name of all of your items on your kit. So you all have some of this. And I think I gave you 2 of the colors of this. And then you have some of the Winter Magic as well. Yeah, it is really pretty. So that one is going to be 4 inches. I'm just trimming off the edge. It comes in a pack of 5 different colors, this paper, and it has, we're using these 2 colors, and then it has, I guess this would be, let's see, Bubble Bath and Berry Burst. All right, now let's let's keep going. We have to do a little bit more layering. So we put a little bit more layers in here. It's a really easy card once you have your measurements. I am working on a recipe book for all of my card measurements, so they're going to be easy to print out and nice PDFs. I put PDFs in my courses, like the course I have coming up on making and selling crafts. There's going to be PDFs in there. It's just that for each video, I don't make them for each video. I plan on it in the future because we'll be referring back to my recipes. But right now, until I get them all made the first time, it's hard to refer back to them. So this is going on there like so. Now, before I put any little gems, oops, I should have put that between there. But it's okay. See, what I should have done is before I attach, see how it goes right under that layer? It doesn't matter, but I'm saying just notice how you can put it under this, but I've already sealed these two layers together. So weave it through these two layers so you can see more of it. I'm not going to do that now. I'm not taking it apart. So either way looks good. And then we're going to adhere this to here before we put the sentiment on it because otherwise it's too bulky. Just a nice, easy card design with lots of layers. Lots of coordinate. Thank you. Soft shimmer. Soft shimmer. Soft shimmer. Thank you, Janet. I couldn't think of the name of it. And I couldn't look it up either because I wonder if that's one of the papers on sale because it is from the annual catalog, right? All right, so there you go. And now we need our sentiments under here somewhere. I'm going to pop these up with dimensionals. Or pop one up. That one has a little bit of smear of ink. And this one, sometimes you just have, so you can get an eraser and see. I wonder if it's adhesive. Yeah. Sometimes it's adhesive. So I tried adhesive eraser first because when you do a lot of die cutting, and my machine is cranking right now. I've been using it so much for the craft fairs. So I think what happens is like the little adhesive sticks to some of the plates. The stamping plates. Cutting plates, I should say. Not stamping plates. Cutting plates. And then a little bit of adhesive gets stuck on there. And that's what that... It looks like ink, but it's actually adhesive. And that goes on there. And you could have even, if you wanted to, you could even weave... Instead of weaving this bubble bath through there, you could have even put it right under the sentiment as well. But I like the contrast on there. And then I used some opal rounds. Let's see. That's just a little bit of bling. Let's see if I have some. They're part of your kit. Soft kitty, warm kitty. I don't know. I'm thinking of the show. Big Bang Theory. Because I was thinking the soft shimmer paper. I'm singing soft kitty. All right, I can't find my opal rounds. So I'm just adding some rhinestones. Oh, here's one opal round. It's by itself. Anyway, just add some bling. Add three little rhinestones or three little opal rounds or something so you have some bling on your card. And there you have it. Easy peasy. All right, it's time for... Oops, one of my opal rounds fell off. Come on, go back on. Time for the sympathy card. You requested the sympathy card as part of the Card on Blue. Card Club members get to vote on things, so you requested the sympathy card. Now, for that, I didn't add any bling because it is sympathy. I wanted to keep it really an easy card, not too flashy, etc. So let's take this paper and this paper, and we're going to go ahead and make this card. So we're putting this card up front. We'll get this look. You'll get a better look at these cards again at the end. So first, you want to take this piece of light paper, and we're going to make it 4 by 5 1/4. And the next layer, we're going to go a 1/2 inch in, not a quarter. We're going 1/2 inch in. The only consideration for this is you want to turn the paper this way to make sure that your pattern is going the right way because it's a horizontal card. 3.5. By 4 3/4. Okay, and then our soft shimmer, 1 inch. You have enough to do both of your cards, so go ahead and cut your 1 inch. I gave you the 2-inch strips because you make 2 of each of the cards that I'm showing you. You probably can make them all while I'm doing it. And then you're going to make this one, right, the same length, 5 1/4. Now I like to, oh, I'm sorry, not 5 1/4. Sorry, it's this size. You're going to make it this one, 4 3/4. So I like to lay it there. Well, here, let's put it. I'm going to actually cut it first because I still have to do the ribbon. Okay, so cut it the right length, and then we're going to put some ribbon. And we're going to use the Pool Party sheer ribbon. That's part of your kit. And you're going to, see, I didn't want to do a whole lot of bling. I did use bling on the card. I used some rhinestones on the card, but I was trying to keep it pretty simple. Because you don't want to, you have a sympathy and it's a sensitive situation and you don't want to put all this like flash on your card, real flashy card. You could if you wanted to, but I'm saying I tend to keep my cards simple if I'm doing sympathy cards. Not too flashy. This adhesive is so strong, it's like eating my paper. You can see that happening. Okay. And put some ribbon on this side. You don't need much adhesive behind it because it's see-through ribbon. It's a sheer ribbon, right? So now you can put adhesive right there to keep it from flopping up, right? And I put adhesive along the whole thing, but especially right there. And especially on the edges too. So let's put adhesive on the edges. Tuck it in. This is really great adhesive. Seal Plus is like super strong. Your boxes hold together. All my craft fair items have been holding together without falling apart. So you want to use good adhesive. Okay, now that's attached to that, and now I can turn that around and put some adhesive on the next layer. A bit more on this layer. Blackberry Bliss card opens this way. We'll write down the measurements for you. This gets attached to the Blackberry Bliss card. See, your kit is curated, so all of your colors are curated, so everything goes together when I send you stuff. And then we use, for the main part of the card, we use the current products, like as far as the paper goes and the cardstock. Then I might include embellishments like this ribbon. I don't even know if we still get this ribbon, but even if, I know I got some recently, so I included it in my kits because it works. It's one of your coordinating colors. And the shimmer paper too. So we're going to put that in there. Let's see which one you like better. Okay, so we say this or that, or just say 1 or 2. Do you like the light color stamp better? This is Berry Burst. Or do you like the dark color stamp better? Blackberry Bliss. And then you just add some bling, add some rhinestones. Or little hearts, or whatever you want to add. Okay. Luis, your wish is my command. Okay. Now I have more than 3 votes, so thank you. Luis and Debbie and Deborah. Okay, yes, the paper is on sale. Thank you, Janet. The paper is on sale. So it's 20% off. I'm just putting some dimensionals in different places so that in case they stick to the ribbon, they won't come up. And then a little bit of bling on there. Some rhinestones. I did add a few rhinestones. Pretend I have 3 rhinestones. That's my last one. I don't know where my other rhinestones are right now. But that's what you do. You add 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I want to show you what else we made, but I'm going to write down the measurements for you. And I want to say hello all at the same time. So hello, Phil. Good evening. This was card 1. Blackberry Bliss. Right, so this one is 8.5 by 5.5. Score at 4 1/4. So that's your Blackberry Bliss. Then we have our 2 DSP layers. And the first is 5 1/4 by 4. And the next, and that would be the pool party one. Pool party DSP. It's still the DSP, but it's the pool party color. And then we have the floral. And the floral is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. So that card was much easier. Let's double check that that was pool party. Yes. So this is an online exclusive item. Get it while supplies last if you like this paper. This isn't one of the papers that's on sale. Online exclusive though. All right, so Phil, Diana, hello. Cheryl from Melbourne, Australia, hello. Janet. Deborah from New South Wales, Australia. And Louise from Canada, thank you. Chardine from Philadelphia. Debbie Salinas, again, check the replay. Don't worry, you didn't miss much. I think you can catch up. If you have these measurements, you can catch up. Okay. Deborah likes the shimmer paper. Janet, thank you. Louise, Debbie. Okay, so what we did is we made 2 cards with our sympathy cards. You're going to add 3 little rhinestones to each. And this one you can use your rhinestones or your opal rounds. Just remember the way my first design was, it's underneath the pretty peacock piece. Hello, Cheryl from Illinois. So either way, either design would work, you know, depending on how you put the shimmer paper under the other. Now, also part of this month's card club, we made winter meadow cards. So I want to show you those. And then I also want to show you something else we just made. And then I'll show you last month's cards because I'm going to put those away too. So, okay, so card on blue, we just made these 2 using the Winter Meadow Designer Series paper and the So Sincere stamp set. We made these 2 days ago on my channel. So if you missed it, just look up So Sincere Winter Meadow cards on the tutorial and you get the measurements for these cards. Easy peasy. And then you have these cards. This was Pretty Peacock, right, like that. And then this was your Smoky Slate. And this was Magic, Snowflake Magic specialty paper. And we used the glittered organdy ribbon, which is my favorite. And it would be on sale, except that we already ran out of it. I tried to buy some yesterday and they didn't have any. But this ribbon is so great because it has glitter inside. So when it does come back in stock, be sure to get it. But other ribbons are on sale. So that is what we made during this month's So Sincere workshop series. All right. You've already voted that now next month is whale watching. And with the whale watching, you already voted on 2 of these. So we're going to use 2 of these, and then we're going to use 2 stamps from, we're going to be doing Proud of You, and I forget what the other one you voted on, but you voted yesterday. I think it was the Get Well. And then we're going to use 2 stamps from another set because the whale watching next month doesn't have any sentiments with it. Okay, so this is exciting, and this is next month. So if you want to get in on this, you have until the 10th of December to sign up. I'm not doing a regular workshop series with my major bundle. I'm just doing a stamp club, like the Card on Blue Club. You don't have to subscribe. You can get 1 month, of the Card on Blue Card Club kit. You could subscribe and get every month, or you could get it by the year. And if you get it by the year, you'll get actual, you'll get a lot of other perks like a $49 workshop kit, etc. All right, so last month we did this one, and I want to show you those. Just so you can kind of see what we're doing in Card Club. You had all the supplies to make this one. This is Merry, Bold, and Bright, and all the tutorials are on my YouTube channel. This took 3 videos because there was a lot of coloring with the alcohol blends last month. But the Festive and Fun is a great stamp set. And then these ones. Happy Christmas wishes. You know what? These would make a good set of cards to put in one of the acetate boxes. Okay, may your season be one that's festive and fun. So these are all the cards we made. So this was the joy. These 2 were made of the joy of Christmas designer series paper, and then these 2 sets were made with the Merry, Bold, and Bright designer series paper. Okay, and then another thing I showed on my channel was this is an upcoming product in the new catalog. And last Saturday we had an event. It's called On Stage, and I made this one using the Be Mine suite. So hopefully you got inspired by all that you saw today, and that you'll want to join my Card on Blue Card Club if you're in the U.S. And if not, wherever you're at in the world, please watch the replays for all of these cards. I walk through all of these. All right, hold on. Floral layer. Cheryl's asking a question about the floral layer. All right. No, you're right. Isn't it 3.5? Thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. You're right. Is it 3? It's 3.5. I think you mean this one. Or are you talking about this one? I think this one is. All right. Now let's check the floral layer. I think you mean this one. I think I wrote it wrong. It was a 1/2 inch smaller than the other layer. Yeah, 3.5. So this one. So go ahead and take your screenshot. And I have to write something too for myself. This is going to be so sincere because I use these to type up my measurements later. Okay, so this was 3.5. Basically, it was a 1/2 inch smaller. It fits inside this one, 1/2 inch smaller margin. All right, well, that's all for now. Have a great evening. Thank you, Cheryl. I'm glad you liked the cards. Thank you for asking the question because I had written the measurement wrong on this one. Thank you for the 13 thumbs up, and there's 14 of you watching, so somebody didn't hit thumbs up. But thank you so much. Bye-bye.